Hello everyone, welcome to Book Talk Tuesday. I'm going to take this off because Mrs. Eriksen has stepped away a little further, so we are have some social distancing. So today I am doing a newer graphic novel called Just Jamie by Terry Liebenson, and I'm going to start by reading you the prologue. You always think bad things are going to happen to somebody else, not you. But then they do, and boom, your world turns upside down. And it's really physical stuff, let me tell you. First, you get the pins and needles feeling all over. Then your stomach falls to your feet. Then you freeze. And finally, all the emotions come flooding in. Your heart pounds and you get the shakes. Gotta admit, I've never experienced it before and I never want to again. I think it's that fight or flight thing we learned about in science. Ms. Flancher told us about all these hormones that rush from some gland in our nervous system. I was half paying attention. But as I said, I never thought it would happen to me. Good thing I know my system works. Bad thing is neither my body or brain knows what it wants to do. Take flight or fight. You can see the illustrations here, and the illustrations add some other text to explain what's going on. So this story is about Jamie and Maya. They are two best friends, and you can see that Jamie's portion of the story is told more in your wimpy format style of writing, but Maya's is contrasted and it's written more and designed to look more like your traditional graphic novel. Now these two girls, Maya and Jamie, have been best friends forever, and they are now entering the 7th grade. However, there's a lot of drama going on, and Jamie feels like all the jokes that have been going on have just gone too far, and she's often the butt of those jokes, and Maya's been going along with it. So will Maya continue to go along with the other group of girls and make those jokes? That's pushing Jamie out of the group and confirming Jamie's queasy feelings she felt there at the beginning? You're gonna have to read to find out. Just Jamie. Fantastic book.
Ta-da! Mrs. Eriksen here, and I'm going to talk to you about Spirit Hunters from L&O. L&O is an author that I met a couple years ago at a conference at Longwood, and she signed my book. I know, love my copy of Spirit Hunters. This book is really good. It's about Harper. She has always been different than everyone else, everyone in her family, other kids her age, and they've moved to a new place, so they live in Washington, D.C. now, and the house that they moved in seems a little weird, and it doesn't help that all of the neighbors are saying that it's haunted. Then all of a sudden Harper cannot remember things, and she's kind of bothered by that, and then her brother seems a little weird, and she's really wondering what's going on with this house. If you want to know about what's going on with the house, you need to read Spirit Hunters. I'm going to read you an excerpt that is going to give you an idea of what's going on with the house, and you're going to know that this definitely is a scary book, and see if you want to read it. So let me flip through here and read you this first person. Here it is. Michael, I asked again. I suddenly realized that whoever was in my room wasn't my brother. I started to back away slowly when the figure began to unfold itself, growing long and tall. Its head was still bowed down, but the figure stretched and grew, looming high above my head until I found myself staring at a monster. Its face was that of a corpse, insects twisting in and out of the holes in its rotted flesh. It reached out for me with its long, claw-like hands. I screamed and ran for the door, pulling and turning at the knob. But the door wouldn't budge. The creature kept growing until it filled the entire corner of my room, its arms extending slowly toward me even as the head grew larger, dipping lower as it crowded against the ceiling. I turned back to the door and banged on it hard. Over my shoulder, I could see razor-sharp claws reaching down, could feel the tips scraping against my back. Harper. The monster's voice was raspy and ancient. Okay, so that is Spirit Hunters L&O. That definitely gives you some insight about the book, and if you want to know more about it, you'll have to read it. I do have it at the library, and if you have any questions about it, please let me know. I look forward to sharing more books with you next week. So make sure you join us again. And if you decide to tag us with anything, remember it is #BulldogLibrary.